Hi and welcome to today's FitBall Pilates workout. Yes, we're using the fun and the fabulous FitBall, and today we'll have a full body workout to target all your muscles, and there'll also be some lovely stretching and mobility thrown in as well. I hope you really enjoy this workout. If you do, then please do download my app. To download my app, click on the link that's coming up here and you'll get a 7-day free trial period to try out loads of workouts, similar to this one both with and without props. If you don't enjoy it, cancel at any time, no questions asked, but hopefully you'll love it. And if you do enjoy today's workout, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's get started. Okay, everybody, so I want you to sit on a nice wide stance, your knees out nice and wide, and you're really sitting in the center of your FitBall. And just to begin with, I want you to reach your arms out to the side, breathe in on the breath out. I want you to go up and over towards your left. Breathe in, and on the breath out, come back to the center. Breathe in the center, and then up and over to your right. So you're really going to feel, as we alternate and go from one side to the other side, the feedback of what happens in the lower body as we go from one side to the other side. So as much as possible, we're trying to keep the ball relatively still. And if you're going over to the right, then you want to keep the left butt cheek heavy on the ball, and vice versa. And let's do 3 more. Just really going to that nice side bend, really lengthening out of the side. You're leaning in towards 2. Let's hold on this side. You can rest your left elbow, or whatever side you're on, onto your knee. I want you to really reach and breathe and hold for 3. Drive that right hip down for 2 and 1. Lovely. Let's have a hold on the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching over and holding and lengthening for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Coming back into the center. Let's try to learn how to speak. Let's reach your hands out to either side of the room. You're going to breathe, and on the breath out, you're just going to bend at the elbows into your don't shoot position, and then reach the hands out to either side of the room. So I want you to try to really feel the back of your arms and your triceps. So the best way to really get into those triceps is to squeeze the little finger, really squeeze into the little finger as you lengthen away. Keep the elbows nice and still in space. On the next one, as you straighten your arms out, I want you to lift your left heel up and then bring it down as the arms go back to don't shoot. As the arms reach away, right heel lifts and then come back down. So you're just now doing little heel raises as the arms reach out to the side. Let's do 1 more on each heel. Breathing nice and fluidly, sitting up really nice and tall. And now let's lift both heels up as the arms reach out to the side. Bring them down when the hands come back in. Breathe in, breathe out, reach, and then come back in. Let's do 5 more for 5, 4. Sit up really nice and tall. 3, 2. Let's reach and hold and breathe. So your heels are going to be lifted. I want you to do little circles with the shoulder blades, reaching the hands away, pushing the knees out wide, lifting the heels up. 3 more little circles for 3. The rest of your body is nice and quiet. 2 and 1. And now let's reverse the direction of those circles, still pushing the knees out wide. Circling around for 3, 2 and 1. Fantastic. Bring your heels down. Just walk your feet out a little bit. And I want you to breathe in, and on the breath out, just to roll down through the spine. Let your hands touch the floor. And you're just rolling down through the spine. So your head is heavy. I want you to breathe in, on the breath out, slowly re-stack up through the spine. And then I want you to push your hips forward, roll the ball forward a little bit, and look up to the ceiling. And then circling the arms around. I want you to do exactly the same. So I want you to roll down through the spine, reaching the hands forwards. And I want you to leave your hands now on the floor, and I want you to just roll the ball back and forward. So the knees bend and they straighten as far as it's coming from your upper body, and your arms are fairly still in space for 3. Just feeling that length into the hamstrings, the back of the leg. 2 and 1. Come back into the center. Breathe in, slowly restacking up through the spine, and then reach the hands up, pushing the hips forward. Let's have a little look up to the ceiling for 3, 2 and 1. Circling the arms around. Now I want you to just roll down now towards your left. So your right leg is straight, your left arm comes down, your left knee bends, and you're going to do a nice side reach over, and then roll down through the middle, and then come over to the other side. So the left leg this time is nice and straight, reaching away. The right knee is bent. You're going to come through the middle, like a sweep through the middle, and then go over to the other side. Let's do one more. Through the middle, over to the other side. And then slowly come back to the middle. Breathe in, and on the breath out, slowly restack up into the center. Now I want you to bring the hands up towards your head. I want you to gently push your head into your hands, but not to create an excessive tension. And you're going to breathe in, and on the breath out, you're just going to rotate towards your left. Breathe in, back to the center, breathe out, come back to the center, breathe in at the center, breathe out, rotate. So just being really aware that you're not, and you're going to go from one side to the other side, just really lengthening it through the side, through the spine. So you're trying to push the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And your lower body, again, is quite nice and still in space. So we're just getting in some really good thoracic mobility. So the thoracic part of the spine is basically from the rib cage and up. And it's very important because the more mobile your thoracic is, and it was designed to rotate, then the less rotation you have to do in your lower back, which was designed to be nice and stable. So let's do one more on each side. So if you're nice and mobile in your upper back, the chances are you're less likely to pull out your lower back when rotating or reaching for things. Come back into the center, and we're going to side bend up and over now with the elbows out wide. Breathe in and breathe out, up and over to the other side. So similar to how we started, but slightly different arm position. So really working hard to push the elbows out wide. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. And then come back into the center. Now you can stay where you are, but I'm going to swivel around just so you can see from the side how it looks from the side. So you get a slightly better understanding of the movement. So now you're sitting on the ball, and your feet are now a little bit narrower in terms of their stance. So they're now more like shoulder width. They're not really wide out, but they're more like shoulder width. And I want you to now just sit a little bit more forward on the ball. And if you look at the bend in your knee, it's a little bit over 90 degrees. So that's 90 degrees. And the ball, but your position is there. So now I want you to reach your hands forwards. You're going to breathe in. You're going to scoot and tuck the tailbone under. And you're going to slowly roll back on the ball. Adjust your feet at any stage if you need to. And you're just going to come to the ball, but you're still looking straight ahead. You're going to breathe in. And on the breath out, you're going to slowly re-stack up through the spine, really lengthening the spine at the top. So breathe in. You're going to round through the spine, pause. And then you're going to roll the ball a little bit forwards and come down, still looking straight ahead, still reaching your hands straight up. Breathe in and then scoop up through the stomach. Come all the way up, lengthen through the spine. Let's do two more. So we're just starting to get some mobility in the spine for sure, but also we're waking up those core, those deep stomach muscles, and slowly coming back up. Last one. Let's stay down here now. Scoop the stomach in, roll down, and let's stay down here. And now nice and carefully, I want you to see if you can reach and bring your hands towards the floor. I have to be mindful of all the presents and the tree. And I just nice and slowly now want you to just lengthen your legs away. So the ball's supporting your head and your back. Your stomach is scooped in. And we're just going to have a little roll, bend the knees in and out, just really gentle, if that feels okay. So you're just mobilizing now. You're doing a nice big back bend if it feels okay. Let's stay like this for another 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Now cradling the hands behind the head. I want you to breathe in. I want you to curl up a little bit and then come back down to neutral. So your elbows are still nice and wide. You're just curling up, your head's heavier in your hands, and then you're coming down just to neutral. As in, you're not going all the way back over the ball. So In terms of your eye line, you're looking kind of on the diagonal up towards the ceiling, and then you're looking straight ahead to the ceiling. So that's where your head position is. Breathing in, breathing out, little curl up, come back down, head heavy in your hands for 3. So really getting a little bit more now into the top of those stomach muscles. 2, still thinking about the scoop into the lower stomach muscles. Let's hold this one here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back down. Have a reach back and have a little stretch for 3, 2, and 1. And carefully come back in. This time, I want you to shuffle down a little bit further down the ball. So you're really right at the edge of this ball. And then, so you're as far back as you can. And then I just want you to find a position where you can really bring now just your shoulder blades onto the ball. So it's quite far back. And now you've got that 90-degree bend at your knees. So just having a little glance down, your feet are in parallel, they're not rotated out. You're at that 90-degree bend on your knees. And if you can shuffle back a little bit more, then do so, making sure you're in the middle of the ball. I'm just going to adjust myself because I don't feel quite centered. So just really take your time, making sure you're in a good position. Now, again, let's cradle your hands together and they rest underneath your head. I think I knocked that tree down there. So now you're lifting your hips up, your knees are driving forward, your eye line is straight up, and you're just going to lower the bum down, upper body stays still, and then you're going to squeeze and lift up. So upper body's pretty still in space. You're getting that articulation as your bum comes down into the spine, your ribs are staying connected, but you're really squeezing into those bum muscles to lift the hips up. So there's a lot of bum or glute, the more technical term, a lot of glute action here. So each time, see if you can come down a little bit lower, as long as you don't feel discomfort in your back. Breathing in, breathing out, 5. Coming down low, 4. Eye line pretty still in space, 3. And squeeze through that glute, 2. Really try to get into the posterior chain. I'm really concerned I might be knocking the Christmas tree over any second now. It looks very, very shaky. Let's come up and let's hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully come down. And this time I want you to bring now your bum down towards the floor. I want you to really sit against the ball. So your bum is as far back as possible. Your knees are bent. And just to begin with, I want you to just reach your hands up and behind the ball. And then I want you to circle around, bring your head back up. Breathe in, breathe out, reach up and away, really push the hands out. And then come back in. Let's do one more in this direction. Your shoulder blades are staying connected into the ball. And then let's reverse the direction, up and over, coming back forward. 2 more in this direction. 2. And last one, let's have a little hold here, just reaching the hands away and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Lovely. So now I want you to come up. So you're going to straighten out your legs, and then you're going to come back down to that position. Your hands are behind your head. So you're going to squeeze, but push the ball away. The legs go straight. So you're incorporating a little bit of glutes as well. But also, you're using those stomach muscles and you're lengthening the legs away. And you've got a little bit of a curl up. Now, when you come back down to the mat, I don't want you to let your bum touch this time. I just want it to hover off the mat. And then you squeeze and you lift and reach away. And we're going to do one more like this. And then on the next one, as you come down, I want you to rotate to your right. And then go back through the center. And then rotate to your left. So you're looking towards the left. With your upper body, come back into center. Lower body stays doing exactly the same. You're not moving the positions of the lower body. The hips are staying level and staying still. Really good. Just adding some rotation in now. For 4. And 3. Not resting your bum down at the bottom. 2. So it's some obliques. and some glutes. And one. And then let's come all the way back up and let's reach your hands over and just breathe. So this time they won't be able to touch the floor because you're much higher up on the ball. Your ball is much on your, if I could speak, the ball is more on your shoulder blade and your head is supported, but you're reaching away for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Slowly come back in. And let's do some opposite of that. Let's do now some prone work. So let's turn around. I'm going to stay a little bit away from the Christmas tree, just so there's no mishaps. And I want you to carefully come onto the ball so that your hips are on the ball and your legs are reaching away. And you've got some support in your toes. So your toes are down, the balls of your feet are down, and your hands are down. Now, just want you to just have a moment to just have a little feel, make sure your stomach is engaged, you're pushing when coming back in. So your upper body is quite high up on the ball, and then we're going to start to bring the knees in and then straighten the arms away. And then we're going to see if we can lift one arm off as the knees bend and then come back in. Lift the other arm off and come back in, keeping everything else nice and stable. And you're breathing, you're adding that little rotation to the side, that little stretch now of the shoulder for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Now, I want you to walk the ball much further back now. So the ball is now more on your belly button, or your belly button is more on the ball even. And you're just going to now bring your legs off the ball. Okay, so actively pushing up through those arms, making sure that you've got a 90-degree bend of the shoulder joint. You're reaching your legs away with intention. So you should already feel a connection into your glutes by just reaching those legs away. You're going to slowly bring them down, breathe in, and then on the breath out, reach them away. So I want them to start to come up a little bit higher, but not so high that you arch into your back. So the main focus is that your spine stays neutral, your stomach's engaged, and it's like someone's pulling your legs away from you and you're squeezing into the glutes. Still pushing up actively through those arms. Let's squeeze the glutes for 5 and 4, 3. So your eye line is straight down. It's not looking down towards the ball. You're long in the neck. 2. And then up and hold and breathe. Reaching those legs away for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Bring the legs down. Now, I want you to keep your left foot down. I want you to bend your right knee, and I want you to lift the right leg up. And then bring it back down. Just stay on that side. So reach the leg up, and then come back down. Try to keep everything else nice and still in space. So now you're really getting into this right glute, lifting the whole leg as one unit with a bent knee for 3, 2. Really feel those bum muscles up and hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down. Bend the left knee, and then you're going to reach it up and then come back down. So take your time, again, really making sure you're not going into an extension, an arch in your back. So your stomach is very much engaged. For 5. Lifting up 4. Really try to touch that toe to the ceiling. 3, 2, and up and hold and breathe for 5. Really push hard. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Slowly bring it back down. Just shuffle the ball back a little bit. Again, anytime you need to adjust, adjust. And this time you're going to go onto your forearms. You're going to lift the legs up. And then you're going to push up through the arms. And then you're going to come back down onto your forearms. So just adjust. Your hands are now much further forward than your shoulders. Your stomach's engaged, your legs are reached away. We're just getting into now your triceps. You're pushing the floor away and you come back down. So I said full body. So we've done some core, we've done some glutes, and now let's go into the back of your arms, pushing up for 5, keeping those legs reaching away, and 4, stomach engaged, 3, don't thud down at the bottom, be nice and light, 2, Last one. One. And now come back down onto your forearms. And this time you're going to bend both knees. You're going to bring your heels together in a frog press. Push up through these elbows. You're going to lift. Adjust yourself if you need to. You're going to lift the knees up. Squeeze the glutes. Come back down. Lift the knees up. Come back down. So trying to lift your thigh bones off from the ball. That is not easy. Frog pressing. Pushing those heels up. Glue those heels together. The knees are rotated out. 5. Don't sink into your shoulders. 4. And 3. 2. Up and hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down. We're just going to roll off the ball. So you're going to roll down. You're going to roll the ball forwards. We're going to go into a child's pose with the ball in front, just using it to just roll and just stretch the shoulders out and just breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. We're just going to finish now with some work on your back. So you're going to now lie on your back. The ball is in front of you. And just to begin with, you're just going to have the ball beneath your feet. And your knees again at that 90-degree bend. And just to begin with, you're going to straighten the legs out. And then you're going to bring the ball back in. And then straighten the legs out. And coming back in. And now I want you to start to think. Hold on to those lower stomach muscles. Are the lower stomach muscles sending the ball away and coming back in? So you're not just thinking of the legs sending the ball away and coming back in, but the deep stomach muscles. If everything feels all right, I want you to interlace your hands behind your head and curl up, keeping your elbows wide, keeping your head heavy in your hands, and do exactly the same. So really now it's trying to get in to those lower stomach muscles as you reach the ball away and bring it back in. 2 more until we mix it up and go into single leg. And on the next one, you're going to bring, if I knew what I was doing, bring the right knee and send the left leg away. And then send the ball away. So stay on that leg, left leg reaches where your right knee comes in, and then send the ball away. 4 more on this side. 4. Staying curled up, looking towards the top of your thighs, and 2. Finding those lower stomach muscles, and 1. Swapping into the other foot. So this time, the right leg goes over, and then the left foot is on the ball, reaches away, and comes back in. Staying nice and curled up, using those stomach muscles, resting your head into your hands for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. And now we're going to do some swapping with some obliques. So you're going to rotate your right elbow to your left knee, and then you're going to bring the ball in, swap legs, left elbow to right knee. So opposite elbow to opposite knee that comes in, and the straight leg has the ball beneath it. And you're staying curled up, your elbows are wide, you're feeling your obliques. I'm certainly feeling my obliques. Let's do 5 more. For 5, staying curled up, and 4, 3, 2. Let's stay on whatever side you're on, and then you're going to reach the bent knee forward and leg forward and back. So you're staying curled up, reach it forwards and back. For 3, the other leg is staying still on the ball, and 2. Really use those lower stomach muscles. Fantastic. And 1. Swap sides, and then that bent knee is reaching forwards over the ball and back, and the other leg is staying still. And you're really searching for those lower stomach muscles to send the leg away. For 4, almost there, guys. And reach away. 3, 2, and 1. Bring both feet on the ball. Stay curled up. Breathe and hold. Curve a bit higher for 3, 2, and 1. And come back down. Okay, let's finish off now with some pretty challenging oblique core work and oblique work. We're going to take the ball between your feet, okay? And you're gonna bend the knees in to begin, and then you're gonna straighten the legs out. Again, trying not to think of it as just a leg exercise. Keep the thigh bones still in space. Try to engage into those stomach muscles to bend and straighten the legs. And then if everything's all right, we'll do it in a curl up. All of a sudden it gets very heavy. 5. If you feel any discomfort in your back, reset. 4. Don't let the ball touch the floor. And 3, 2, up and hold and breathe. So the ball's high. You're going to keep your left arm behind your head. You're going to reach your right hand to the outside, the left foot. Opposite hand to opposite foot. Reach up to the outside of the other leg. Stay curled up. Reach. Try to touch that ankle. Try to touch that little toe of that opposite side. And reach. 5. Keep the ball still. 4, 3, 2, my goodness, my obliques, up and hold and breathe. Go higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap sides. Reach higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay curled up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. My goodness. Well done. How are you doing? Woof, I could feel my stomach muscles there. Well, I hope you really, really enjoyed that workout. Please do join me for another workout soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.